All right, folks, welcome to the second game of the weekend. Today's game, or this afternoon's game, is against the Arizona Junior Sun Devils. Looks like we're just about all set. It looks like starting us out, Aiden Mott in net. Ricky and Sean Tobin on the defensive end. Lucas Dock and Ben Fisher out on the first shift. Looks like we're all set. Looks like we're all set to go. Face off, won by the Devils, sent back. Opposite side, Dock with a little pressure onto the puck. Devils gather it, come across blue line, down deep into the corner. Send back up, picked up by Dock. Dock looks opposite side over to Fisher. Fisher charging up. Loses the puck in the neutral zone, turnover, picked up by Lucas. Lucas comes across, gathers. Gets a shot attempt off. Blocker side saved by the goaltender. Back to the back boards. Lucas shuffles back out. Picked up by the Sun Devils. Sent into the neutral zone. Ricky's there. Line change for the Sun Devils. Back over to Lucas. Lucas turns. Dumps it. Line change for Team Philadelphia. Fisher puts it down into the corner. Fisher, Cusa, and Bruto out on the ice. Devils. Center ice, try to send it across, hits a defender on the leg. Back over to Bops, Bops over to Nichols, Nichols back over to Fisher, Fisher over to Bruto, makes a turn. Back out, gets a shot attempt off. Puck is still floating around, puck is still out. Turn back all the way. Bops in a foot race all the way back. Back over to Nichols. Back over to Prudo. That was a weird series of events. Prudo's in the box for an unsportsmanlike. I didn't see hardly any of it. Team Philly actually was pulling Aiden because they thought there was a penalty. Thankfully, no shot on goal. Bart, Luca, Bobst, and Nichols out on the ice. Puck's down, back over, picked up by Bobst. Bobst sent it all the way back. Picked up by the goaltender. Luca, a little token pressure. Comes back, ooh! Puck comes offside of the goal. Luca was there. Dangerous play by the Devils. Luca tried to get on the puck. Now it's in a back check. Comes across the blue line. Aiden with a wicked save. Bart on the faceoff. Puck's down. Back over. Between the legs. Devils clear it up, back to the point, send it over to the opposite side. Shot attempt goes wide. That's picked up by Bobst. Bobst sends it all the way down. Devils try to send it all the way up the boards. Picked up by Lang. Lang drops it all the way back. Devils gather, try to get it out of the zone into the neutral zone. Jake with pressure onto the puck. Devils pick it up. Still floating around out front. Pulled out to the blue line. Center ice. Kobe right in front. Gets knocked from behind Aiden. Ricky's there. Try to pick it up. 33 seconds left on Team Philadelphia's penalty kill. Back out to the point. Opposite side. Aiden with it comes off of his mask, gets knocked down back to the corner. Ricky's back over, try to help. Devils send it back out to the point. Swing around opposite side. Kobe. Back out to Jake. Goes off his skates, picked up by Lang. Lang sends it long. There's 8 seconds left. Lucas back over the first puck. And it's even strength. Lucas is joined by Doc and Fisher. Back over to Bobst. Bobst tried to kick it in the zone. Sent back all the way over to the opposite side. Devils back into the corner. Look up. Send neutral zone. Picked up at the point by Bobst. Bobst tried to take a turn and take a shot. Back over to Fisher. Back over to Lucas. Lucas misses it. Comes off his stick hard. Devils come down, 3-on-2 opportunity. Bad pass. Tobin's back over, pins it up against the wall, back over to Lucas. Lucas jumps it out in the neutral zone. Devils swing around, set something up. Opposite side. Lucas comes across the blue line. Ooh, try to get Doc cutting in. Back out. Ooh. And the goalie fell down and the net came off the moorings. Good. Fisher, Cusa, Prudo, Tobin, and Bobst. Puck's down. Prudo back into the corner, putting pressure on. Fisher back over, takes a swipe out of Prudo. Taking off the puck, going after Cusa back over to help, dumps it back into the corner. Picked up by Fisher. Fisher pressed into the board. Bobst keeps it in, knocks it down, gloved down by the Sun Devils. Try to put pressure on. Fisher cycles around opposite side over to Tobin. Tobin back over to Bobst, picked by Prudo. Over to Fisher. Fisher. Cusa. Back over. No icing. Oh, actually, it'll be an icing call. Fisher, Cusa, Peruto. Sun Devils try to send it all the way up. That should be another icing call. Down, back over, Peruto into the corner. Fisher. Try to get to the puck. Peruto back pressure on. Fisher. Go up down by the Devils. Sent out to the sidewall. Devils come across the blue line. Backside pass goes unanswered. Picked up at the point. Devils swimming around. Lang over putting pressure. Fisher. All the way to the opposite side. Nichols back over and chase to the corner. Sent up into the neutral zone. Knocked down by the Devils. Peruto, good pressure. Aiden picks it up. Swipes it over to Nichols. Line change for both teams. Nichols try to streak long back over to Bart. Bart across the blue line. Sun Devils. Lang. Center attempt. Goes out to Bart. Bart back up against the wall to Luca. Luca try to center it back. Pick back up. Sent along to the backside of the boards. Back over to Bart, sends it up to Luca. Luca gets it out of the zone. Still trying to send it in, can't. Gets it into the zone, picked up by Ricky. Ricky back over to Jake. Jake back up to Bart. Bart coming across. Gets a shot off, kick saved by the goaltender, back to the back wall. Bart on forecheck. Sent all the way out to the neutral zone. Tobin on the back check. Center attempt, and Aiden puts a glove on it. .7:21, 0-0. Lucas, Ben, Doc, Ricky, and Tobin. Puck's back out. Sent deep. Ricky along the boards. Centering pass. Good tip by Aiden. Lucas knocks it down. Definitely gets it off the toe. Back over to Fisher. Fisher back on. And that makes its way out of play. Cusa, Peruto. Cusa tried to force it through, couldn't. Sun Devils try to send it deep. Ricky on the back check. Tries to squirt it through. It's unable to get so. And Aiden with a nice glove save. Face off, over to the corner. Sun Devils take a shot, swing at it. Try to send it out of the zone. Sun Devils cycle it on the other side. Nice check by Fisher. back over to Crudo. Crudo. Try to get it in. Dribble that. They're going to call that offsides. Cusa, Fisher, Crudo, Bobst, and Nichols. Back out the box. Bob sends it deep all the way around to the backside. Goaltender knocks it down. Some levels back over. Try to clear it out to the zone. They do. Back over to Nichols. Nichols sends it over to opposite corner. Referee throwing mixed signals, and it was a good call, and then called icing. Pucks down into the corner. Some Devils send it back out to the point. Good pressure. Peruto comes away with it. Try to send it forward. Fisher picks it up. Back over. Nice save. Oh! Wow. Cusa with a beautiful shot, but even better save by the goaltender. Bart, Kobe, Jake. Pucks down, back out to Nichols. Nichols. Shot attempt. Jake, pressure into the corner. Takes the defender off the stick. Jake's there again. Forces his way through. Back out. Sends it over to the opposite side. And that'll be an icing call. Sun Devils get it, send it up the opposite side board. Nichols on the back check, Kobe over to help. Sun Devils are off sides, have to wait for the zone to clear. Shuffle it back, reset. Nichols intercepts the pass. Nichols, back over. Sun Devils. Cycle back. Nichols pressure. Lucas back over to help. Nichols back. Puts body on. Lucas comes away with it. Reads through. Back over. Oh my gosh, had Doc on streaming up the opposite side. Just couldn't get enough on it. Back over to Doc. Nice shot. Kick save. Back out to the corner. Lucas knocks it back down. Gets around a defender. Looks up. He's got Doherty sitting in the slot. Goes down. Back up to Lang. Lang gets a shot attempt off. Lucas, Doc, Ben. Sun Devils come away with it, send it up, all the way to the neutral zone. Ricky's there. Good pass behind. Lang loses the puck. Nice save by Ada. Got lucky. Called a high stick.
He called high stick.
Puck's down, back over. Lang picks it up behind the net. Holtz looks up, back over to Fisher. Fisher. Offsides. Send forward. Double cycled around to the other side, send it in the neutral zone. Ricky knocks it down. Taps it forward, picked up by Doc. Doc overruns it. Sun Devils gather it, send it over to opposite side. Delayed offside, cleared. Fisher on the forecheck. Sun Devils cycle it back around. Try to get out of the zone, picked up by Lucas. Lucas back over to Fisher. Fisher looking. Shot attempt was off the side of the net. And Aiden with a save.
There are you.
.259, first period, 0-0. Sun Devils got it, out to the point. All the way back to the back wall. Bops is there. Bops got two guys. Picked up by Bops. Bops tried to center it. Center back over Tobin. Pressure. Good pressure by Tobin. Back out by Doc. Doc looking. Looking. Oh, gets a wicked shot off, but just beyond the goaltender's reach. Sun Devils gather it. Send it out to the neutral zone. Bops. Tobin on the back check. Good stick by Tobin. Shot attempt ricochets, goes over top of Aiden's head, back out to the point. Shot attempt by the Sun Devils goes wide. Peruto, Fisher, Cusa back on the ice. Back out Tobin. Oh, and Peruto, and that'll be an icing call. .139 left, first period. Fisher, Cusa, Peruto, Nichols, and Bops. Lang, sorry. Back over to Nichols. Nichols, turns and fires off the referee. Picked up by Fisher. Cusa knocks it out of the zone. Sun Devils have to regroup. Fisher, almost there. Sent deep. Aiden's at the blue line and sends it out of play. Calling a high stick, going all the way down to the opposite side. Back out. Sun Devils, opposite side. Nichols on the back check. Aiden swipes at it, goes wide. Now it comes out to the neutral zone again. Pick back up. Cusa. Golden opportunity, couldn't capitalize. Oh my gosh, Prudo was there. Backhand, sent back over to the corner. Prudo fighting for it to get two guys on him. Fisher over to help. Cusa comes away with it, try to backhand over to Fisher, couldn't get there. Four players coming up for the Sun Devils. That's offsides. "35 seconds left." Lucas, Doc, Ben. Back down to the neutral zone. Cycled around to the opposite side. Sun Devils sent over to the opposite goal line. Picked up by Doc. 20 seconds. Cleared back out. Sun Devils gather it. Take a swipe at it. Offsides. Sun Devils opposite. Across the blue line, 30 seconds. Goes wide, and that is the end of the first period. So after 1-0-0. Looks like we're all set. Tobin and Wright back on the defensive end. Fisher, Perudo, and Cusa out. Pulled back through. Cusa sends it deep. Sun Devils gather, pick back up. Sun Devils center, come across, out on the wing. Try to take a shot attempt. Ricochet is off, goes to the back wall, picked up. Tobin pressure back over with Fisher. Sun Devils try to come away with it. Good pressure by Cusa. Cusa against the back wall. Fisher back over to help. Ricky's there. Pushes it forward. Picked up by Cusa. Cusa back over to the opposite side of Peruto. Peruto stick lift. Picked up by Cusa. Cycled back over to Peruto. Peruto looking. Goes off of the goaltender's mask. Try to squeeze it through the top shelf. Sun Devils. Send it to the opposite side. Over. Send it over to the opposite corner. Picked up by Ricky. Sends it long. Line change for Team Philadelphia. Send it long. Ricky on a back check. Nice save by Aiden. Luca tried to clear it out of the zone. Is unable to do so. Back over to Ricky. Sent deep. Corbin. Aiden thought it went by him. Actually didn't get to him. Kobe's there. Picked up by Luca. Luca's got two guys with. Oh my gosh. Delayed offsides. Arizona sends it over to the opposite side. Bart's over to challenge for it. Back over to Kobe. Kobe. 2-on-1 opportunity. Oh my gosh, Luca was there. Nice save by Aiden. Back over to Doc. Doc. He's got Kobe streaming up the opposite side. Try to get by a defender. Comes back around. Back out to the neutral zone. Bops is there. Picked up by Doc. Doc shuffles it back. Glove down by the junior Sun Devils. Back out. Over to Doc. Picks it up by Lucas. Lucas. Backhand pass goes wide. Doc swipes at it. Fisher back over to help. Out of action. Doc takes a backhand at it. Bops. Knocks it down. Back over to Lucas. Lucas opposite side over to Fisher. Fisher coming up. He's got Doc with him. Oh my gosh. Centering pass goes wide. Sends back over. Lucas is with him. Fisher. Try to get rid of it, and that'll be an icing call. Golden opportunity, did not capitalize on it. Sun Devils run it to the back corner, sends it up to the opposite wall. Try to clear it up. Send it back. Nichols is there. Put pressure on it. Back over. Oh, nice centering pass by the Devils. Couldn't capitalize. Good pressure by Nichols. And that goes out of play. Thanks. Yep. $11:09:00. Fisher, Cusa, Burrito, Ricky, and Lang out on the ice. Puck's down, back over to Lang on the corner. Lang tries to clear the zone. Fisher's there, gloves it down, back over, gets it over to Burrito. Burrito. Looked like he got interrogated. Burrito tried to pick it up. Fisher. Sun Devils cross the blue line. Lang's back over, putting pressure on. Try to clear it back out. Pruda sends it over to the opposite side. Ricky in a foot race. Fisher gathers it. Back out to Cusa. Cusa try to beat his man. Turns. Looks. Back out to Fisher. Fisher. Picked up by, oh my gosh. Luca turned, got it on net, And Cusa picked up the rebound but went off the defender's stick into the back webbing. Bart, Jake, Luca, Lang, and Ricky. Sun Devils win the face-off, send it out to the opposite side. Heston back over to put pressure on. And Aiden with a nice glove save. Bart sends it to the back wall. Ricky's back over, gets tangled up. Bart sends it back over to Ricky. Ricky got a guy on him. Back out to the point. Goes off of Bart. Back into the neutral zone. Sun Devils try to send it into the zone. Sent all the way back. Fisher was coming on the ice. Picked up by Lang. Lang, back over. Lucas on the forecheck. Doc with Fisher back out on the ice with him. Fisher back over. Knocked back down to the other side. Ricky on the back check. Stick lift. Back over to Lang. Lang. Makes its way out to the neutral zone. Doc, pressure onto the puck. Lucas is there. Lucas gets it across. Blue line tries to tap it forward. Over Ricky's head. Lang on the back check. All the way back up to Lucas. Lucas hits Fisher. Back out to Doc. Doc couldn't control it. Got a guy leading out. Lang, good defensive pressure. Tip forward, Lucas gathers a trip. No tripping call. Now makes its way out to the neutral zone. Bops cycles back, hits a referee. And Hayden makes the save. .8:12 left in the first period. Line change for Team Philadelphia. Fisher, Cusa, Bruto. Pucks down. Sun Devils win it out to the point and send it back behind the net. Fisher's back over. Back over to Bruto. Bruto tried to clear the zone. Now it's back out. Cusa tried to tip it forward. Bruto's there, knocks it back. Back out to Cusa. Cusa. Fisher was going to fire it in the zone. Back out to Tobin. Tobin. Back out to Bops. No icing call. Bruto challenging the puck. No icing. Back over to Tobin. Tobin. Opposite side. Back over to Bops. Bops. Try to get out of the zone. Unable to do so. Tobin. Shot attempt goes off of the post and goes wide. Aiden thought it went in. Bounced the other side. Picked up by Cusa. Golden opportunity. 2-on-1 opportunity. Shot attempt goes wide and that goes into the rafters.
They're going to have to cut that ice. This is horrible.
They won't do it. Bart, Kobe, Jake out on the ice, back over to Lang. Lang turns, pivots, looks, comes up, all the way to the opposite side. Sun Devils send it back into the neutral zone, and that goes out of play. Sun Devils gain the zone. Back out on the wing. Into the corner. Jake back over. Picked up by Nichols. Nichols.
Go, Kobe!
Kobe in a foot race. Oh, backhand goes wide. Kobe's so quick coming back there. Pick up by Bart. Bart looking. Centers it back. Jake's back over to put pressure on. Bart over to help. Picked up by Nichols. Oh, redirect off a defender. Almost gets to the net. Ben Lucas, Nichols, Lang. Shot attempt by Doc, kick save by the goaltender. Sun Devils have to wait till his zone to clear. Shot attempt goes off the Nichols' skate. Cycles back off the side. Comes across blue line, back into the corner. Lang pinches the puck, back over to Lucas. Lucas back over to Doc. Back over to Lucas. Lucas looking. Tried to slow roll to get Fisher out front, but couldn't do it. .5:17 left, second period, 0-0. Into the back corner, Sun Devils gather it, send it up the boards all the way into the neutral zone. Got 3-on-2 by the Sun Devils, send it over to the opposite side, picked up by Doc. Doc gets it over to Lucas just outside of his reach.
Look up!
Sent back over to the opposite side. Ricky on the back check. And Aiden with a nice save. Down, Doc over to swipe at it. Back over to Lucas. Lucas try to tap it forward, does. Try to clear the opposite side over to Fisher. Has to wait for Fisher to clear. Gets around a defender. Turns, looks, sends it back out to Tobin at the point. Nice redirect. Pick up by Fisher. Fisher! Puck is... Oh my gosh. Puck was down. Probably 3 or 4 shot attempts by Team Philly. .428. Fisher try to squeeze it through. Back over to Prudo. Prudo, opposite side. Score! Prudo with the backhand. Gets through the 5-hole. So Team Philly at the 4:22 mark finally gets on the board after a nice backhand by one Mr. Benjamin Prudo. Benny P. drops the puck. Back over, sends it up to the opposite side. Back over to Ricky. Ricky tried to tap it forward. Didn't make it past the defender. Cusa over the help. Bruto drops it down. Looks. Ooh, whips. Oh, try to hit Cusa. Had a defender standing right there. Back over to Fisher. Fisher drums it down. Look, he's got Cusa there. Backhand, back out to Tobin. Tobin. And a nice grab by the goaltender. Dobbs Nichols. Luca Kirby Bart out onto the ice. Pucks down, goalie sends it back to the back wall. Sun Devils all the way back out, center ice. Nichols on a back check. Nichols pressure on to the puck. Back over, Bart sends it up. Back over to Luca. Luca. Back over to Kobe. Kobe charging up. Kobe with some. Oh my gosh. Off the goaltender's shoulder. .27 second period. Bart, Kobe, Luca, Bobston, Nichols still. Puck's down. Sent back out to the point. Picked up by defender before. Back out to Bart. Bart loses the puck. Still there. Back out to Nichols. Nichols gets Kobe going long. Kobe gets knocked down off the puck. Nice check. Sun Devils, center. All the way to the back wall. Aiden knocks it back down. Picked up by Bobs. Bobs gets checked. Sent back up.
Come on, get it!
Nichols gets it out to Doc. Doc's got Nichols charging for it. And that goes out of play. Team Philly sends it back out to the point. Ricky thought about it. Center ice breakout. Lang on the back check. Picked back up. Centering pass. Saved by Aiden with a scissor. You got it. 2:21. Lucas on the face-off. Sun Devils take a shot attempt. Aiden knocks it to the back wall. Pick back up.
Come on!
Send it all the way back. Referee on the opposite side. Line change. Tobin, Bobs, Bruto, Cusa, Fisher. Fisher on the face-off. Back down over to Bobs. Bobs try to clear the zone, and that goes into the Arizona bench. Back out to the point. Aiden with a kick save into the corner.
Let's go!
Set back out.
Let's watch it.
Aiden with another save. Goes wide. Picked up by Fisher. Fisher taps it forward. Back out. Bruto's got a leg. Try to get a shot attempt off. Center pass back over to Bops. Bops sends it back over. Back out to Cusa. Cusa pulls it back. Tobin. Tap forward by Bruto. Centers it back opposite side. Sun Devils gather it. Picked back up by Cusa in the neutral zone. Over to Braden. Braden coming across. Got Bops charging the zone. Braden tried to clear it back out. Sun Devils send it to the opposite side. 45 seconds left. Bops checked back out. Tobin holds out, waits for the zone to clear. Bops the last one. Delayed offsides. Now it's cleared. Bart's there. Sent back out. Burrito keeps it clean. Back out to Nichols. Nichols got a guy behind him. Sends it deep. 19 seconds. Back out. Oh my gosh, Bart had it right in the slot. Slow roll, almost got by the goaltender. That'll be an icing call. 4 seconds.
Come on, guys. Let's go, Devin. Come on, boys.
Doc, Fisher, Lucas, Nichols, Lang. Lucas sent it back, and that will kill the time for the end of this period. So at the end of 2, Team Philly will have a 1-0 advantage.
I don't mean to give him away.
Start of third period. 1-0 Team Philly. Starting out, coming out on the ice. Ricky and Tobin. Cusa, Bruto, and Fisher. Fisher comes away with it, dumps it in. Bruto won the forecheck all the way to the back wall. Bruto pulls it forward. Back out to Tobin. Tobin sends it deep, delayed offside, cleared. Sun Devils gather the puck, send it up the wall, picked up by Crudo. Crudo to Fisher. Fisher sends it back out to Ricky at the point. Ricky tried to get a shot attempt off, redirected back out.
Let's go, 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 go!
Sun Devils offsides. Wow. Same lineup. Pushes there. Crudo tried to steal it away. Sun Devils across the blue line, send it deep. Aiden back to retrieve. Sends it back all the way out of the goal. Picked up by Fisher. Fisher, two guys in front of him, waits for a little help. Cusa on the opposite side. Back into the corner. Fisher tries to dribble it through. Back over to Cusa. Cusa comes away with the opposite side. Oh, face masks. Wow. Fisher and Sun Devil had their masks caught together. Doc, Ben, Lucas. Bobst and Nichols out on the ice. Back out. Doc gets a shot off after a face-off win. Bobst is there, holds up, delayed offside, cleared up. Sun Devil sends it over to the opposite side. Fisher's there, trying to get to it. Sent back over to the opposite side, picked up, and Aiden with a nice cradle. Same lineup out. Sun Devils rotate. Lucas back, kicks it over to the corner, back out to Nichols. Nichols try to clear the zone. Sun Devils try to send it deep back into the corner, picked up by Nichols. Nichols picks a defender off the puck, shuffles back over to the opposite side, picked up by Bobst. Bobst sends it long. Lucas picks it up at the blue line, looking. Lucas with a nice whiff. Fisher back over to help out. Doc circles back. Sun Devils against the wall. Lucas takes a swipe at it, backhand. Makes his way all the way back to Nichols. Nichols hits Fisher. Taps it long. Fisher loses an edge. Looks down as it edges. Nichols keeps it out of the zone, picked up by Lang. Gets it all the way back to the goalie. Jake, a little pressure onto the puck. Jake pushes through. Bart's over with him. Sent back all the way to Lang. Lang shovels it back over, tried to get to Kobe. Kobe was tangled at the blue line. And Aiden gloves it down. Same lineup. Bart on the face-off. Back out, sent it out to the point, and Aiden with another glove save. Sent back out into the neutral zone. Sun Devils back opposite side, back over to Heston. Heston opposite over to Kobe. Kobe with a nice shot. Puck is still out.
That's all.
change for Team Philly. Fisher, Cusa, Peruto.
Come on, guys, let's go.
Back out to Lang. Lang wisely sends it back into the opposite corner. Back out to Lang. Delayed offsides, cleared. Sun Devils. Picked up at the point by Ricky. Peruto back over to Lang. Lang tried to get it cross over to Fisher. Fisher comes away with it. Pops it back over to Lang. Back over to Ricky. Ricky taps it to Cusa. Cusa on the forecheck. Try to send it back out to Ricky at the point, and that's an offsides. Sun Devils send it back up. Peruto back over with some pressure on Cusa's there. Peruto, gets a great shot attempt. I don't know how he pulled that one through, but he did. But Fisher looking, sent back out in the neutral zone. Lang, Ricky's back over. Nice save by nice shot attempt by Arizona. Catches the side. Sun Devils get even at the 10:42 mark. Doc, Lucas, Ben, Pops, and Tobin. Sent back.
Let's go, bro.
Aiden with a nice save. Back out to Bob. Bob turns, waits, drops it in, back out to Lucas. Sun Devils send it over to the opposite side. Tap forward all the way to the back wall. Tobin back over to recover. Try to clear the zone, send out to the point. Cycled back over to the opposite side. Tobin back out to Fisher. Fisher. Picked up by Doc. Doc. Lucas. Picked up by Doc. Gets a shot attempt off. Nice save by the goaltender. Golden opportunity. Sun Devils come back. Lucas shuffles back over to Tobin. Tobin all the way back out. Fisher standing at. Picked up by Lucas. Lucas comes across the blue line. Oh my gosh. What a great feed. Collins sends it over top of the net. And Aiden with a nice save. So 9:22, 1-1. Lang tries to send out of the zone. Sun Devils. Gathered the puck picked up by Lang. Picked back up by Bart. Bart sends it out to the neutral zone. Luca's there. Bart sends it deep. Goaltender thought about coming out of the zone. Jake into the corner on the forecheck. Sells it back over to Bart. they got tangled up. So offsetting penalties. Jake Heston on number 18. Fisher Cusa Peruto. Oh my gosh. Puck got all the way to the goaltender. Lang back out on the point. Try to stop it from leaving the zone. Lang with a good defensive stick. Peruto taps it forward back over to Fisher. Fisher drops it in behind the net. Back over to Peruto. Fisher. Back check. All the way to the backside. Shot attempt lifted and goes over Aiden's head. .19 left in the game, 1-1. Picked up by Doc. Doc sends it out center ice. Somebody send it all the way to the opposite side. Ricky tries to clear the zone. Unable to do so. Lucas picks it up, sends it back over to Fisher. Fisher tried to drop it in over to Lucas, unable to do so. Ricky taps it forward. Had a guy on the back door, and thankfully it went wide. Fisher's back over. Tobin comes away with it. Tobin holds up, looks. Over to Fisher. Fisher sends it deep. Back into the neutral zone. Back over to Ricky. Lucas comes across. Tried to hit him. Couldn't quite do it there. Back over to Ricky. Keeps and maintains his own. Fisher loses it back into the neutral zone. Tobin across the blue line. Tobin gets around his man, back over. Center pass right there, nobody was there. All the way back. And there's going to be a tripping call coming up on Colin. Slash on Bart. So at the 6:40 mark, Team Philly will be down a man. Kobe and Luca out on the ice with Bobst and Nichols. Back out to the point. Shuffled out. Opposite side. Point again. Nichols. Pressure onto the puck. Aiden with the save. Down, back out. Try to clear it. Couldn't. Kobe on the ground. all the way to the back wall, shuffled around to the opposite side, sent back out to the point. Point again. Kobe. That cleared the zone. That's offside. Kobe almost broke away with it. Jake. Braden Fisher. Bobs the ankles. Back out to Bobs. Center ice face off. Sun Devils win it back. Braden Fisher, a little token pressure. Sun Devils send it over to the opposite side. Send up into the neutral zone, knock it down. That's picked up by Fisher. Pops with a backhand, try to send it deep. Sun Devils gather it. Jake, token pressure, back over. Pops, pressure onto the puck, centers it back out to Jake. Jake gets it out into the neutral zone. Braden. Back all the way. .33 seconds left on Team Philadelphia's penalty. Lucas and Ben Fisher out on the ice. Sent back out to the point. Go back around. Shot attempt goes high and over top of the glass. Puck's down, back into the corner. Nichols try to clear it back out. Lucas, one-on-one. He's got Fisher on the opposite side. Oh my gosh, takes a shot attempt. Kick save by the goaltender. Even strength. All the way back out. Nichols picks it up at the blue line. Takes a shot. Back out to Bops. Bops. Shot attempt. Still there. Picked up by Doc. Doc comes across the blue line. Looks. Gets another shot attempt out. Making it interesting. 4:21 left in the game. Defensive line change. Lang and Ricky come out.
Let's go, Langer.
Down. Sun Devils come away with it all the way to the back wall. Try to send it back out to the neutral zone. Lucas is there, try to knock it back over. Send it back over to Ricky. Ricky back out to Ben. Ben forces it forward back over to Lucas. Lucas takes a swipe at it. Doc picks it back up, try to send it up the boards. Nobody was there. Ricky on a back check. Shot attempt goes high over top of the Bruins' head. Picked it back up by Lucas. Lucas across the blue line. Gets a nice shot attempt off goaltender. Blocker side save. Ricky on the back check. Sent back out in the neutral zone. Sun Devils send it all the way back up center ice. Crudo back on. Aiden, kick save. Back out to Lang. Lang, all the way over to Crudo. He's got Fisher with him. Crudo try to turn the corner. And gets a shot attempt off. Fisher, Peruto, Tobin, and Bobs. Back into the corner. Sun Devil send it back up. Cusa knocks it back down. Fisher back over to put pressure on. Peruto over to help, loses an edge. Sun Devils. Gets knocked down by Cusa. Cusa didn't realize it was on him. Sent all the way back. Aiden picks it up. Picked up by Tobin. Tobin back out to Cusa. Cusa back out to Fisher. Takes an odd bounce. Sent deep all the way to the back wall. Tobin's there. There's a guy. Back pocket. Kick it back up. Peruto. Scores! Sent long for Peruto. Makes a nice move for his second goal of the day. So it makes this a 2-1 game at the 2:23 mark.
That's the way to get the golden rule.
We're all set. 2:23. Lucas knocks it back. Sun Devils gather it. Turn the corner. Come back down. Come across the blue line. Pressure sent back behind the net. Sent back out to the point. Aiden with a nice glove save. Fisher, Doc, Bart. Pucks down, back out. Nice check by Nichols. I didn't see it. Not quite sure where it was. All right, so 2 minutes left in this. A minute 59 left in the game. 2 minutes on the penalty kill for Team Philadelphia. So Sun Devils haven't pulled the goal yet. Wouldn't be surprised if they do it. Up down, back over, Pope. Back out, Lucas is there, sent back to center point, and it gets its way out of the zone. Fisher, pressure on, takes it, topple. Sun Devils make their way around, center picked up. Goes off of Lucas's shin pad. Lucas knocks it into the neutral zone. Sun Devils send it over to the opposite side. Pick back up. Lucas can't get a puck on it. They send it back over to the opposite side. Now they pull the goaltender. Extra man on. Aiden with the net. Gets it all the way down. Will that make it in? Yes! Makes it down. That is Bart with a long distance shot with a shorthanded goal. So Team Philly put the third one as a shorthanded goal with an empty net. Let's see if the Sun Devils... Oh, no timeout. Pucks down, back out, Sun Devils gain the zone. Heston over to put pressure on it. Heston over to help. Nichols is there. back up. Back over. Nichols sends it over to the opposite side. Sent back out in the neutral zone. 43 seconds left in the game. Back out. Picked up by Luka. Luka gathers it. Back over to Bobs. Bobs sends it on net. Goaltender kicks it to the corner. 28 seconds. Philly. Tatum with the nice save. Swings back around. Back out. Tatum with a nice save. 2 seconds. 1, and that'll do it. So Team Philly, some late game heroics with a second goal from Peruto and then an empty net from distance with Bart. Come away with the win. The second win of the weekend. So puts them at 2-0 heading into tomorrow. So tomorrow's game, I believe, is at 9:30, 9 o'clock. So we look forward to seeing everybody tomorrow at 9 o'clock at the same facility.